Hello, I'm driving, listening to Fox News on the radio as I normally do. And they're talking about the Dakota Access Pipeline. There's been a decision that the final 1,100 feet can be completed. And they were talking about the protesters and how they're calling for protest around the world to protest pipelines. And then they're talking about how they've asked people of dissent to contact their banks that fund this project. And unbeknownst to me, I just found out my bank, Wells Fargo, I got grease on my chin, is a funder of this project. And I guess the city of Seattle has severed all ties with any bank that's involved in the funding. So I don't know if that was their particular spokeswoman or a woman being interviewed, but she said it's so wonderful to see the natives, such and such, something about the natives and how they're standing up. And it made me think how the left, typically the left, who is always calling racism or sexism or something like that. Racism is not acceptable at all. Okay, I'm speaking from the left, and I agree. Racism's not good. But you have to acknowledge. No, let me not say that yet. First, this is my view of their operations or their MO. I believe it's Modus operandi. They elevate groups of people that they want to just serve to, I guess, in reparation for past behavior. So they do isolate them into races and classes. She said the Indians. She didn't say the politically correct Native Americans because she got lazy, I guess. And then Black Lives Matter and how the left kisses their ass and stuff like that. That is blatant racism. And then sexism is so wrong and all this. And I agree. Women are important. They're not the same as men. And I won't get into equality. We're different. We're both important. We both serve a purpose on the whole. But what I see the left do is sexism is wrong and all this, to the point where they're kissing feminism's ass, to the point where it's they run men in the dirt. I mean, just sexism, blatant sexism again, and blatant racism. And it's only right for them to do it. And any other type of racism that we know is, just horrible and violent, and the history of it is just horrible, and I'm not into that. But I'm not into hypocrisy, and that's what I see from the left by blowing the whistle on others so much and calling foul all the time, and then blatantly worshiping groups of people and kissing that ass. There's no other way for me to describe it. That's just right there. That's all they're doing. There's one other way I could say it, but I won't. So that's my thoughts for today. I ain't talked to myself in a while. I usually watch these videos so I can absorb some wisdom. Y'all have a great Wednesday hump day. Alright then.